YouTube? I'm back. This is going to be a Yu-Gi-Oh related video, so everybody can take a deep breath and calm down. I hope you guys enjoyed my other video, and if you didn't, then to hell with you. But anyways, okay, so Nationals was last week. Let's go ahead and talk about that. You guys know I made some predictions last week on Nats, what I thought was going to happen. Some of my predictions panned out, some obviously didn't. I believe that I said that X-Sabers would win. That happened. I believe I said that it would probably be an X-Saber mirror match in the finals. That happened. I said Gladiators would top 4. That happened. I said Infernities would probably top 8. That didn't happen. And that Herald would somehow make day 2. That didn't happen either. I'm kind of shocked about the Herald thing. I thought at least one would sneak in since they did top 32 and everything. One thing that shocked me though, 2 Infernity players in the top 32. I mean, what the hell happened in front of these players? They won Canadian Nationals and YCS Chicago. Like, guys, I am disappointed. Seriously. So I've got some notes here because I can't remember all this stuff that happened at Nationals. Nationals, from what I've read, to be completely honest, was a disaster. It was basically one deck took up about 75% of the field and of day 2. I don't like the way they structured the day 2. I believe it was top 128, which is actually just really stupid because that's like 7 times larger than top 16, which I'm just not a fan of, because as my friend IM60 said, it really punishes the players who do really well at Swiss. Like, just put it this way, let's say you do top 16, right? If you're the 1 seed, the guy who goes like 10-0 or whatever, you know, you play a 8-2 player, you know, and you only have to win maybe 3 more rounds and you're basically like in the finals or whatever. If you are now 10-0 and a 128 situation where 128 players get in, I mean, you could play an X and 3. You can play some guy who lost round 2 and then lost round 4, and I mean, you have to play so many more additional rounds. You're basically being penalized because so many more people get in, and I'm not really a fan of that. So Sean Montague won. Congratulations to him. He ran X-Sabers. I looked at his deck very briefly. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's Spicer's build or Billy Break's build, like card for card. One thing I'm finding kind of interesting about Sabers is just the explosion of popularity for Thunder King Ryo. It seems like basically X-Sabers are prepping the main deck for the mirror match because that seems to be the hardest thing for them. So, I mean, you even see a lot of those Saber players are playing 2 Thunder Kings in the main. It's like, you know, I mean, I guess it doesn't conflict with anything other than Dark Soul. You can still use Sarko under it, so, you know, I really don't like X-Sabers as a deck. I think it's kind of stupid. You know, they have Cold Wave and then they just flood the field with a bunch of monsters and there's no way to come back. Or they play Sarko and it's like, well, you got 2 turns before they have Cat or Voltron and just, you know, kick your chest in. One thing that's kind of funny is the reluctance of Saber players to like side deck Saber Slash. I think Saber Slash is still amazing. It's an out to just a lot of dumb shit that you can't get around, like Spirit Reaper that you might have problems with, and Armor Master and stuff like that, getting around Vanny's Fiend and Oppression and stuff like that. So I don't understand why a lot of people aren't running like siding 2-to-1 copy. You know, I know the national champ said that he played it in a side deck. He said he sided in all the time. So, you know, another way of getting around like an opponent's Emmer's Blade and whatnot. Let's see. Here's some of the stuff that happened at Nationals, which just completely destroyed the event. Let's see. Jeff Jones got punched in the face and had his wallet stolen. That's 1. Shane Scurry got arrested for allegedly stealing cards. That's 2. That's 2 Shonen Jump champions who were either assaulted or arrested. Steven Silverman was disqualified for marked cards. I believe it was an Air Bellum and something else like a Dark Soul or whatever. That's 3 Shonen Jump champs right there. There was, of course, that incident with that kid who was 7-0 and ended up getting a bad ruling or something like that. QQ'd in the hallway and ended up punching walls and ended up punching holes in the walls and got arrested. So it's like 2 players arrested. That's crazy. And you know what's going to end up happening is you're going to have a situation like Shonen Jump Atlanta where players are not going to be invited back, and basically the mall, wherever they hosted this event or the event center, is just going to be like, we don't want you guys back. So, I mean, that's kind of detrimental to the game. Konami's going to end up having to clean this up. I mean, like automatic bans for anybody who's caught like stacking or DQ or like marking sleeves or something like that. So what else do I have in my notes? I think the most interesting deck that actually come out of Nationals was Grant Kelly's Caliber Cat. I watched the deck profile he had on Robbie's channel, on MK40's channel, or MCole40's channel, and the deck is actually pretty good. I've tested it myself on YBD. It doesn't really have a bad matchup. The two oppressions are what really keep everything together. I mean, of course, if you play X-Sabers and they do their cold wave bullshit, I mean, you're going to lose. But outside of that, I played that deck. I played against Gadgets, Glad Bees, Black Wings. I've not really struggled against anything. I mean, I don't know the fate of this guy right now because I'd say he's extremely just like on the hot seat. But if Rescue Cat is still around, which to be completely honest, it's Konami we're talking about, so I think it will be. I mean, that's a really good pick for a tier 1 deck next format. I mean, as X-Sabers are just, I think X-Sabers are going to be hit. I think it's definite. I think they're going to get hit a lot harder than Infernity, to be completely honest. But yeah, Nationals was a very strange event. It was just a lot of bullshit and corruption. Not like any other Nationals we had seen in previous years, and I just wanted to have a video and share my thoughts. So I'm going to be posting another video tomorrow on what I think of the meta. This meta basically just went like right into the hole after Shining Darkness came out, mainly because of X-Sabers. But so look out for that video, guys. Thanks for watching.
The Capital G Show is brought to you in part by Yugi Moto. Bitches don't know about the heart of the cards. And thanks to viewers like you. Thank you.